My name is Cheryl Brinkman, and I'm the board president of Livable City, which is a nonprofit here in San Francisco that focuses on building complete streets and great neighborhoods. And we teamed up with the mayor's office, Walk San Francisco, Shape Up SF, the Bicycle Coalition, and a multitude of other organizations are our partners to bring Sunday Streets. And what Sunday Streets is, it's 5 miles of streets that we've opened up for physical activity, limited to auto traffic, and there are activity pods where people can do a multitude of fun physical things. What we intend to do with Sunday Streets, there's really 3 goals. The first is to increase physical activity in San Francisco. We want people to get out and to move because it's the healthy thing to do, and it's what people need to do to be healthy, is to exercise. We want to build community. We chose this route to link 2 neighborhoods that not only are traditionally very underserved with open space, but also traditionally don't have a lot to do with each other. The Bayview and Chinatown are not 2 neighborhoods that really have a lot in common, that communicate much, and that aren't linked up very much. And also it was to take an existing resource, the streets that we have, and use them in a different way. San Francisco has about 1,000 miles of paved streets, and so we're taking 5 miles of streets, 1,000 miles of streets that are open to cars 24/7. So for 2 Sundays, for 4 hours each Sunday, we're taking 5 miles and opening them up to the people. And the way we did this is that we raised corporate sponsorship donations, and not as much as we could have because we were on a very tight schedule. This route, it was hard to get a date because of Giants games, because of marathons, all kinds of things. We wanted to do this route not just to connect the 2 neighborhoods, but because it's a waterfront route, there's much less cross traffic, so it's a lot easier in terms of police and PCO overtime costs. And so we raised corporate sponsorship. The event should be revenue neutral to the city. We've raised to date, I think, about $120,000. We anticipate we will get more sponsorship money after this first event when it's all over the news about how successful it was and how happy everyone was. And so the city, except for staff costs of people at Shape Up SF, Department of the Environment, and of course Wade Crowfoot in the mayor's office, our corporate sponsorships will pay for all the police and PCO overtimes. And the event came about. The Bicycle Coalition has been talking about a ciclovia style event, which is what they do in Bogota, Colombia. And it was mentioned to Wade Crowfoot. He mentioned it to the mayor. When the mayor, I believe, was at a conference somewhere else, it came up with other mayors, and he came back and decided it really would be a good idea for San Francisco. Once the mayor gave it the okay, Wade Crowfoot sprung into action. We got a group together that was Livable City, the Bike Coalition, Walk SF, some of the city departments, and we just started organizing.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to add?
It's been great. We really, again, it's thanks to the mayor's office that we got this fast and this far. Without the support of City Hall, it would have been so difficult to get all the permits and to get everybody on board with doing this. And we did face opposition from the Fisherman's Wharf merchants, but all of the other merchants on the route were thrilled with it. The Bayview merchants, Chinatown merchants, all the waterfront merchants, and it's simply the Fisherman's Wharf merchants who think that their livelihood depends on auto traffic. And their cars can get there, they're just slightly detoured. So it's going to be great, and hopefully it'll be so successful. It looks like it is so successful, we'll be able to do it again. We're eyeing the spring for the next events.
And then, of course, after this event, there'll be some analysis done. And
yes, there is an economic impact report that's being done by the city to ascertain whether this really is a benefit for the city. Does it bring in more money than it causes disruption if you consider cars not being able to travel on 5 miles disruption?
And your expectation is that the whole project will be revenue neutral and that this will go ahead on a regular basis?
Yes, it will be revenue neutral to the city, and I anticipate that it will prove to be a business bonus to the merchants. I think the increased revenue they're going to get from all these visitors will make it a positive thing for them so that they will support future events like this,
Wonderful.
hopefully.